Hi and welcome to another product demo from fobfix.com. Today we're going to be showing you our Corsa E, that's Model E, not the electric versions. Our Corsa E key programmer that works from 2014 to 2019. We're going to be adding a spare key to this 16 plate Corsa. You'll notice the bonnet's slightly ajar there because we've got an additional battery pack connected to this vehicle, and the reason for that is the key programming sequence takes about 12 minutes in total. So, and you have to leave the ignition on, so we like to just stick an extra battery pack on just to be safe. So we've got one working key, which is I'll just show you that. That opens the vehicle. We'll jump in. Alright, so we've got the one working key here. Locks and unlocks the vehicle, and if we pop that in the ignition, turn the ignition on, dash looks normal, and the little security light, which is just there, eventually goes off. And if we put the clutch down, start the vehicle, that runs fine. Now if we take our spare that doesn't have the tag on, just our spare key here, obviously it doesn't work the remote, we pop that in the ignition, turn the ignition on, we'll get a message on the dashboard that says service the theft deterrent system, and the little security light there, the car and the padlock, flashes just to say that this key won't do anything because it's not currently programmed. It's actually saying press the clutch, but it won't start, so I must just pop the ignition on with that one. Now, standard FobFix programmer, works in the usual way. All the switches down can check how many keys are currently programmed, which we'll do right now. Pop the ignition on, and the OBD ports on these Corsas is just up and under the dashboard here, so we'll pop that in. A couple of flashes and one green beep tells us we've got one key programmed. So there we go, pop that out. So with the key we want to program in the ignition, we'll put switch 1 up, which goes into add key mode. Now what'll happen is it'll read some information from the dashboard, and then it'll go into a security wait time. Now the little light on the program will go a purpley pink colour, and you'll hear a little chirp as it counts down. You probably at this point, I'm going to do it myself, you set a little timer on your stopwatch. Actually, I'll just get that ready, because you need to wait for the 10 minutes to count down. And you can sit in the car and do it because you actually need to be present, ready to cycle the keys as and when that finishes. But we'll just cut the video halfway because you don't really want to be sat for 9.5 minutes watching this little thing tick away. So if we just pop that in there, one blue beep to say add key mode, it's just flashing away there. When it goes, there you go. Now you can hear that. Alright, start my stopwatch. There you go. So we'll come back in, well, we'll waste a few seconds there. We'll come back in about 9.5 minutes and then carry on from there. And what I'll just explain to you, the key's in there, the ignition's on, that's doing the security wait time. Once that finishes, you'll get combinations of blue lights and beeps, which are basic indications to either turn the ignition on or turn the ignition off. So we'll follow those with the key and the programmer in the picture. When we come back, see you in a tick. Welcome back. We're about 9.5 minutes into the wait, so I thought I'd just jump back on so we're ready to go when it's finished. You'll see the purple light go off, and we'll get a series of blue beeps. Basically, 2 means ignition off, 1 means ignition on, but just follow the beeps. Pretty easy to work out. We'll get there shortly. Like I say, it's approximately 10 minutes. So those 2 meant ignition off, and it will go back to the purple flash again, and this will last for about 45 seconds. with the ignition off. That's for ignition back on. Let me say 2 keys programmed. That's for ignition back off. Do one more 45-second timeout. Once this timeout's done, ignition back on. 2 green beeps to say we've got 2 keys programmed. And that's the procedure finished. See, there's no messages on the dash anymore. We just test the key. Locks and unlocks. Pop that one back in the ignition. Starts the vehicle. And just to show, the original orange tag key still perfectly fine. Still starts the vehicle as well. Great stuff. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.